Once upon a time, in a small village, there were two boys named Max and Tim. They lived in houses next to each other and had been friends for as long as they could remember. They played together every day, shared their toys, and always looked out for each other. Everyone in the village knew them as best friends. One sunny day, Max and Tim decided to go into the nearby forest to explore. They loved playing in the woods, finding hidden paths and climbing trees. But this time, something unexpected happened. While walking along a narrow trail, Max saw a shiny stone on the ground. "Wow, look at this!" he shouted, picking up the stone. "This is my lucky stone now. I found it first." Tim, who was walking right behind Max, saw the stone too and wanted it. "But I saw it too, Max. Why don't we share it? We're best friends," he suggested. Max, however, was too excited about his new treasure. "No, it's mine. I found it, and I'm going to keep it." Max put the stone in his pocket and walked ahead. Tim felt upset. "That's not fair. Friends share things with each other," he mumbled to himself. Feeling hurt, he decided to sit down under a big tree. He didn't want to play anymore. Max noticed that Tim wasn't following him and looked back. He saw Tim sitting alone, looking sad. Max felt a little bad, but he didn't want to give up his lucky stone, so he kept walking. As Max explored further into the forest, he suddenly slipped on a muddy patch and fell into a small ditch. "Help!" he cried. "I'm stuck! I can't get out!" Max tried to climb out, but the ditch was too slippery. He realized that he couldn't do it alone. "I need Tim's help," Max thought. He looked around but couldn't see his friend anywhere. Back under the tree, Tim heard Max calling for help. Even though he was still upset about the stone, Tim quickly stood up and ran toward Max's voice. When he found Max stuck in the ditch, he didn't hesitate. He grabbed a long stick, reached out to Max and pulled him up. Max was safe now, but he felt ashamed. "Thank you, Tim," he said, brushing the dirt off his clothes. "I'm sorry I didn't share the stone with you. You're right, friends should share. You helped me even though I wasn't being a good friend." Tim smiled and patted Max on the back. "That's okay, Max. I just wanted us to have fun together. A stone isn't as important as our friendship." Max took the shiny stone out of his pocket and handed it to Tim. "Let's share this, Tim. We can both have it as a memory of today. It'll be our friendship stone." Tim took the stone and smiled. "I like that idea." From that day on, Max and Tim learned an important lesson. True friendship isn't about keeping things to yourself, but about sharing and helping each other. They knew that no treasure was more valuable than their friendship. As they walked back home side by side, they talked and laughed, feeling happy to be together. And the shiny stone? It stayed with them, passed back and forth as a reminder of their bond. And so, Max and Tim continued to be the best of friends, always sharing, helping, and remembering that true friendship is the greatest treasure of all. Moral of the story: a true friend is someone who shares, helps, and stands by you in times of need. Friendship is more valuable than any treasure.